carriage of goods by sea, Bill 2025. Yesterday, the minister has given his speech, and speech of Mr. Dr. Thambudurai was unfinished. You can begin, Mr. Thambudurai.
Sir, yesterday you had given them chance to speak about the carriage of goods by the sea bill. The bill establishes the responsibility, liabilities, rights and immunities in case of goods carried from any port in India to any other port of the world. Having said this, I would like to point out some issues concerning the marine and flood security. India has a huge coastline of approximately 9,000 kilometers. Sir, because I want to make an important point. Since 1993, Mumbai blast a huge party of arms and American, including a scandal. Sir, we have also witnessed that drugs are being smuggled in several states of India, including Tamil Nadu. Huge cash of drugs was confiscated from Tamil Nadu. The present DMK government in Tamil Nadu unable to stop smuggling the drugs into the state. It also unable to stop abuse of drugs. Drug is frequently available in Tamil Nadu near schools and colleges. The students who have been in India are being brought under the drug control. The DMK government Tamil Nadu is incapable of training the state. Due to the failure of the present government Tamil Nadu, people are going to throw the DMK out of the next assembly election. And the ADMK under the leadership of the other party, Parliamentary, is going to win the something majority in the government. And also, sir, I want to add, having India has a huge coastline of approximately 9,500 kilometers, securing the entire coastline of India. Maritime security has a huge threat and challenges right from the immemorial. The challenges that coastline security are very complex. The porous nature of the coastal areas susceptible to illegal smuggling of the goods.
Who wants to further?
Arms and explosives, especially by the terror groups and drug syndicates. Since all the states manage their borders very well, there is an increase in inflation and smuggling of arms and ammunition, also drugs, through the sea routes. Special mention should be made about the smuggling of drugs and contraband through the sea route. This has its adverse impact on our economy and social fabric. More than this, there is a nexus between organized smuggling gangs and terror outfits. This poses a serious challenge for internal security. Many terror outfits use such channels to raise funds, which is further used in the terror activities. Sir, you know very well, in Mumbai what happened? This explosives are exported and came. That's why I am requesting our Honorable Minister to look into this matter. What is happening, how the goods are transacted throughout the country, especially the sea route. Sea routes is a high time. Central government must come forward to take necessary action. Especially because in Tamil Nadu we are facing a lot of problems. Already mentioned what is happening with the drugs. Therefore, I request that the central government will do this. I already mentioned. I also served as a minister, sitting minister, the minister. I know that I am appreciating the Modi government. Modi government has become a second law of the federal to see that new rules are bringing, how the rates are taking place because of the trade. India is going to the direct economy. In the due course of time, as Narendra Modi said, India is going to be the thirdest largest of the economy in the world. Means that trade is very important. For trade, honorable ministers brought some kind of rules and regulations to change everything. I think This is a great suicide history. Sir, especially sea routes are dangerous. Many times our ships, Indian ships, are catch hold of the pirates many places. At that time, the government has to, central government has taken effort to help to get the ship released. That's why the goods carriages for sea is very, very important. Now, as I said, the smugglers are using, and in the name of some other good, they are bringing the narcotics, and this is a dangerous thing. I request the Honorable Minister to see that hospital and take necessary action. As I, on behalf of ADMK party and my leader, Edipadi Palaniswamy, I support this bill, and this will be give some kind of relief for our Tamil Nadu people also, because stringent action has to be taken. Smuggling of the drugs in Tamil Nadu is more going on. Therefore, it's high time for necessary action. That is all requesting. Thank you very much.
The next speaker is Muhammad Abdullah. Please go to your seat. If you have to speak, you have to go to your seat. Otherwise, I will call next speaker. No, you cannot give an alternative. If you have to speak, please go to your seat and speak. Or if you don't have to speak, just tell us. Are you speaking, Mr. Abdullah? Are you speaking? You are not speaking? Okay. The next speaker will be Ayodhya Rami Reddy. We get time later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on this important bill.
Please.
The Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2024 is a landmark piece of legislation that holds immense potential to transform the maritime trade framework of our country.
He refused to speak.
As representative from Andhra Pradesh,
Professor,
with a proud maritime legacy, the economy activity, we recognize the importance of this bill. The Carriage of Goods by Sea Act 1925 was a progressive law for its time, bringing clarity to the responsibilities and liabilities of carriers in maritime trade. It was based on high rules and later influenced by WISB rules integrated into global maritime practices. However, over nearly a century, the shipping industry has undergone profound changes. Advancement technology, shifts in global trade and the evolution of international conventions now demand that to modernize our laws. The introduction of Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2024, which is the 1925 Act, reflects the need for modernization and adaptability. This proposes several significant changes. The outdated forms are replaced with simpler, cleaner, and ensure easier to implement. This will empower the central government and its programs to ensuring our legal framework remains current. By removing redundant and clauses, the bill streamlines the process and enhances the overall effectiveness of maritime law. A lot of positivities in this bill. This bill supports, the transportation of the material from Indian ports, both domestic and international, and especially for Andhra Pradesh, the key maritime infrastructure, where, ports like Visakhapatnam are there. It is vital for trade. It ensures that the state is well represented and safeguarded in the border. It also simplifies a lot of understanding for shipping companies. Traders, carefully balancing accountability through like acts of God or creates a comprehensive framework for liability. Also, it brings a lot of economic and strategic benefits. For Andhra Pradesh, this will represent a transformative opportunity. The YSR Congress government, with Jagannath Reddy's governance at that time, had revitalized 4 greenfield ports, Ramayapatnam, Machilipatnam, Molapeta and Kakinada, at a total investment of 20,000 crore rupees, which added a capacity of 100 tons per annum by 25 employment opportunities for about 75,000 people. This bill will further complement this. There are some suggestions for technological and digital area. While this bill represents significant step, we believe there is a room for further integration, technological considerations. The global maritime industry is rapidly digitizing, and our legislation must keep pace with that. Also, state level consultation need to be brought in. Yes, we have to establish a consultation process with coastal states during future amendments. States like Andhra Pradesh with extensive maritime infrastructure can provide invaluable insights. There is also environmental and sustainable perspective that we need to bring in. We also need to bring in incentives for modernization of ports and the shipping practices. Also, we need to provide a periodic review mechanism. A clause mandating a periodic review of the Act's provisions will ensure that the legislation remains up to date over the time. This mechanism would prevent the need of frequent repeals and reenactments, allowing the law to adapt smoothly to changing circumstances. Also, enhanced protection for small and medium traders also need to be brought in. The carriage of goods by sea till 2024 is a forward-looking bill, and this legislation addresses the need of modernization in India's maritime sector. It also reflects our commitment to evolving governance and staying relevant in a rapidly changing world. On behalf of YSR Congress Party and our leader YS Jagannath Reddy, I extend our support for the passing of this bill. At the same time, I am urging the central government to consider the suggestions made today to ensure that the legislation is comprehensive and inclusive. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Lakshmikant Bajpayee ji.
सभापति जी, माननीय सदस्य आपकी अनुमति से बोल रहे हैं और उनके बोलने के बाद कुछ माननीय सदस्य उनकी सीट पर जाकर ऑब्जेक्ट कर रहे हैं। रूल नंबर 235 का 235 आप कृपा करके देख लीजिए। आपकी अनुमति से सदस्य बोल रहे हैं और ये जाकर उनको बाधित कर रहे हैं।
ठीक है, माननीय वाजपेयी जी अपने अपना पॉइंट बोला है। पॉइंट होते
235 पर और ये देखिए बराबर उनकी सीट पर जाकर उनके माइक पे हल्ला कर रहे हैं। माननीय सदस्य आपकी अनुमति से बोल रहे हैं और उसके बाद भी उनको बाधित किया जा रहा है। रूल 235 पूरी तरीके से आकर्षित होता है। उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करने का भी मैं निवेदन करता हूँ। क्या मजाक कर रहे हैं बताइए आप लोग?
बाय व्हिच रूल?
जिस
कौन सा रूल से बोल रहे हैं?
235
जी, 235 बड़ा है। क्लॉज कौन सा?
235 एक ट्रेडिशन ये है, आपकी पीठ से माननीय सभापति जी के कई बार निर्देश है कि जब नेता सदन या नेता विरोधी दल बोलने के लिए खड़े होंगे तो सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता उनको दी जाएगी। माननीय नेता विरोधी दल इतनी बार से खड़े हो रहे हैं और आप आश्वासन भी मुझे दे रहे हैं और उन्हें बोलने का अवसर नहीं दे रहे हैं। मैं इस पर आपकी व्यवस्था चाहता हूँ।
देखिए, बिल पर डिस्कशन शुरू हो गया है। इसमें डिस्कशन शुरू हो गया है। लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन अगर नेता विरोधी पक्ष अगर बोलना चाहेंगे इस बिल पर जरूर मौका दिया जाएगा। The House stands adjourned to meet at 11 a.m. on Friday, the 25th July 2025.